Is it possible for bands to take on huge record labels and win? In a legal clash that's shaking the music industry, Limp Bizkit and their frontman Fred Durst are suing Universal Music Group, UMG, for $200 million, claiming unpaid royalties and systemic fraud. But UMG isn't backing down. They've asked the court to dismiss the case entirely, calling the allegations a fallacy. Let's take a closer look. According to the lawsuit filed by Limp Bizkit in October 2024, UMG allegedly developed royalty systems designed to withhold payments from artists, including Limp Bizkit, while keeping those profits for itself. The band claims this isn't just about them. They argue that the system may have shortchanged hundreds of other artists too. In their own words, the lawsuit calls UMG's actions appalling and unsettling, especially given the company's public image as a champion of artists. UMG, however, tells a very different story. In a motion filed last week, the label states that this narrative is built on misinformation. They point to communications dating back over a year before the lawsuit, where a UMG executive allegedly reached out to the band's business manager, Paul Tarr. Tarr initially responded that all but one band member had sold their royalty shares, meaning no payments were due to Fred Durst or any other band members at the time. Fast forward to April 2024, and Tarr reportedly revised his statement, clarifying that only portions of publishing royalties had been assigned and not the artist's royalties themselves, an important distinction. Armed with this new information, UMG says it paid Limp Bizkit $1.3 million in back royalties in August 2024 and paid Flawless Records $2.3 million in back profit participation the following day. Despite these payments, Limp Bizkit filed a notice of rescission in September 2024, seeking to terminate their agreements with UMG. The label rejected the notice, prompting the band to escalate matters with a sweeping lawsuit. The claims range from breach of contract and fraudulent concealment to demands for compensation for other artists under Durst's Flawless record label. UMG counters that the lawsuit lacks merit, accusing the plaintiffs of basing their case on mere suspicion rather than solid evidence. The label also highlights the payments they've already made and insists that all outstanding royalties have been addressed. At the heart of this legal battle lies a much larger conversation: the balance of power between artists and record labels. With so many moving parts, including accusations of systemic flaws and potential implications for other artists, this case could set a significant precedent for the industry moving forward. Whether Limp Bizkit's claims hold up in court or UMG's dismissal motion prevails, this lawsuit reminds us that even in an industry that's built on creativity and expression, business disputes certainly take center stage. And for fans and artists alike, it raises questions about transparency, fairness, and the complex relationships that define the music business, particularly in the streaming era. Sometimes, the loudest battles in music aren't fought on stage, but in courtrooms, and this one might just be one for the history books.